Hello, my name is Ariel Carbonara. I'm here to kind of reflect a little bit more on what I've learned about currency manipulation along with currency fluctuations. The United States does believe that China is manipulating their currency. A country would do this when they want to gain competitive advantage in international trade. They would do this by intentionally influencing the value of their currency in the foreign exchange market. The foreign exchange market is when you're exchanging your currencies. Foreign areas are not going to have the same as the United States has. Their currencies are different and they have different values. You're not going to get 1 to 1. It's going to be a different ratio. So China's central bank is determining a daily reference rate, meaning that it's not going to be the same every time. So you go to China 1 week, it's going to be different than if you go next month or something like that. So they're doing this to get the advantage in international trade. But by doing this, United States is suffering because there's a trade imbalance. Because China say they are reducing its currency value, that is going to gain an unfair advantage in this global trade. It's also creating a trade deficit in the United States because the cost of countries' imports exceeds the value of its exports, meaning that they're buying more than they're selling. They're not making back what they've bought. So there's a deficit in that situation. But this also happens when the United States value fluctuates. Say the value of the United States dollar decreases, American exports is going to be affected. This can be because there's increased price competition in U.S. exports, meaning that you're going to always buy what's cheaper. You want the cheapest thing. Everyone usually does. They don't want to spend as much money, so they're going to find the cheapest thing they could find. So in this situation, they have the cheaper export. So there's going to be an increased demand, meaning they're going to make more. So that is all good for the United States. But when the U.S. dollar increases, there's also affects the American imports. This is going to create cheaper imports, increased purchasing powers. Both of these are when you have more, your value has increased, so you have more to purchase in other areas where their currency value is different, along with lower production cost, meaning that they're not spending as much because their value has increased. Again, when it increased, the exports are also affected. And the exports are affected in the way that U.S. companies, they are facing challenge when the dollar strengthens because while the dollar is appreciating and gaining value, it's becoming more expensive to foreign buyers. And U.S. exports that rely heavily on global markets and global trading, it's negatively affecting them. Thank you so much for listening.